Hi, welcome to my channel EXP. In this video today, I want to explain about cause and effect. What is cause and effect? Cause and effect is a primary law on which using which this world is created, or we ourselves created ourselves here. The cause and effect means when we are doing a particular action or karma, we are going to get a feedback from our true self in the form of an effect. When we are putting some kind of thought, we are going to see some kind of effect, like a feedback. If there is no feedback, if there is no effect, then how can our true self will make us align with it? This ego, this mind, this body, align with it so that it can do its purposes here. So during our spiritual awakening journey, we will be um, we will be shown information about this primary law, cause and effect. And under this primary law, we have so many sub-laws. Sub-laws like physical laws, chemical laws, mathematical laws. Say physical laws like gravitational force, gravitational law. And then we have mental laws, like we have mental laws, law of attraction, law of assumption, etc. So all these laws are the sub-laws which we are going to make use of it, our true self make use of it, so that it can align this ego programming, align with its purpose, so that it can do the purposes here. If this ego is not aligning with the true self, then true self can do anything here. Whatever it wants to do here, whatever its purpose here, it can implement that. But how this ego can understand by itself whether it is doing right or wrong, whether it is aligned or not, using the feedback from our true self. And that's what this effect is. And this effect we see usually comes from a cause. And that cause is action or thought. Say if we are holding a ball and we just stop holding that, it will automatically fall down. The law which is happening there is, which is governing that particular action and that effect is, that cause, that effect is gravitational law. Due to the gravitational force acting on the ball here in this on this earth, it is falling down in a particular way. Whereas if we are counteracting this gravitational force by putting some kind of air, then this ball won't fall down. It will stay here. Now we have a knowledge of another law which is counteracting on this gravitational force. Now we have knowledge of two different laws so that we can keep this ball in this condition here, staying here. If we don't have knowledge of that counteracting law, what happens when we stop holding it? It will drop. That's the only thing we can think of. But our true self wants to keep this ball over here. So let's say the same thing it wants to do. So it will make us learn about the counteracting law also, the ways we can counteract this gravitational law so that it can stay there. And we can understand that from an effect. The effect which is happening here is it is falling down, and we are sensing that effect. And when we ask ourselves, why is this falling down, and what can I do so that it doesn't fall down? So for that, we need to gain knowledge and apply that and see the results. If still it's not working properly, we have to make some more changes so that we can achieve that purpose. So this is about like these matter-based laws. Whereas if we move on to this mind-based laws, we have law of attraction, law of assumption, and all of that. So let's consider here both mind and action-based causes. Consider you are in a toxic workplace and you're feeling so depressed. The feeling of depression, the depression is the effect. The feeling is an effect, and it is being communicated by your true self to you. And this feeling, this effect is like feedback from your true self. Now you need to understand, I'm experiencing this effect, then what is the cause for this? Without any cause, you won't see any effect, be it negative effect or positive effect, or any neutral effects. Effects can be negative, positive, neutral. So we can sit there, meditation or journaling, or with the help of any therapist, or we can just write, and we can just think of that contemplation, and we can arrive at that cause. What is the cause? So usually the workplace is toxic due to so many reasons. People's mentalities, their actions, it's all external. You can't change any external things. The thing that you can change is only this internal. So the cause is, one of the causes here is you are putting yourself in a place where you don't feel like you are not resonating. That means you are misaligned with your true self. So the root cause is you are not aligned with your true self. And with that cause, you're experiencing an effect of depression there. That means your true self is sending you a depression feeling so that you can stop that and make changes and do another action. Now you do another action where you quit that workplace and you saw a description in another company where the work environment is good, and you somehow got a job, you worked on it and you got a job, you joined there. But the environment is not as given in the description. Now you can feel depressed again because your true self will be communicating with you again, like you're not aligning here, we are not aligning here. Now your action is actually aligned with your true self. Before you left the toxic place, you try to appear for another job where the work environment is good as per the description. But still, the environment is toxic. Actual, in reality, that's not as given in the description. You almost try to align with your true self, but not still perfect alignment or proper alignment. Now you need to make another change in you. Like you may need to go through reviews. You have to go through the company reviews or the organization where you want to work. You have to read them. If people are saying that's good and it's all fine there, then you can again apply for that, appear for the interviews or get a job, and then you can get the job and the work environment is as per the reviews and it's all fine. Now you feel so happy. Now your true self is sending you communication. The effect that you're seeing, that positivity, that happiness is all the effects for this cause now. You put yourself in a good working environment. That's why you're experiencing the positive effects like happiness, like peacefulness, and all such kind of things. And this type of feedback is given to you in the form of effect by your true self, so that you can understand, okay, I'm aligning with the true self now with this. And then the next step your true self will provide you with. And like this law of cause and effect is the primary law. And there will be so many sub laws for this primary law, under this primary law, which we need to learn during our spiritual awakening journey. And we don't need to learn the entire knowledge in this entire that oneness consciousness. We our true self only needs us to learn particular lessons, some lessons which are required for its higher purpose. And so it will show us all those lessons during our spiritual awakening journey, so that we can learn them and apply them, and we will be put into a situation where we will be tested. And after qualifying the test, that means, okay, you have achieved good performance in this concept, and part of your true self is revealed. Right there, we have to discover our true self completely. And for that, we need to take so many actions every moment. And every moment, those are the causes. And every moment, we will experience the effects in the form of feedback. We will experience the feedback in the form of effects. And this cause and effect will be happening continuously. And this karma, this action, should be aligned with our true self, as I said before. But that action can be validated with the help of this cause and effect law only. Otherwise, you're doing action, whether it is aligning with your true self or not, how can we know? There must be a law, there must be something which validates it, or which tells us whether it is correct or not, aligned or not. And for that, we need this primary cause and effect law. And then, what actions give what effects are all already designed and put into this world while this world is created. So, obviously, when I leave this ball, when I stop holding this ball, it will fall down. It is not just for me, it is for everyone who are living on this earth with the same magnitude. If I'm on Mars, then the value will change. So, like that, the phenomena, that particular design will be the same for everyone here. That's why they are called laws. The laws will act the same way for all of us. The law is all, there is another word for this word law that's called dharma. So karma means action, dharma means law. Our actions, and based on these laws, aligning with our true self is like a game we are playing, or it's also like a training we are going through with the help of our true self, so that we can discover it completely and lead our life the way we want to. And then after doing all the actions that our true self wants to do, we will experience enlightenment. So our focus should be mainly on complete discovery, complete realization of our true self. And this law of cause and effect is what that are going to help us in our spiritual awakening journey. And after this enlightenment also, enlightened beings also will be under this law of cause and effect. Just because I'm enlightened, that doesn't mean if I stop holding the ball, it won't fall down. The cause and effect will be the same for me too. However, enlightened beings will have knowledge of how to counteract or how to control the things from within, so that we can lead a peaceful, happy life. and say, as I said before, like putting some counteract force against that gravitational force. Like job places, workplace, I share with you that concept. When we have knowledge, we will apply that knowledge right away, and we can do the purpose, we can do the action aligned with our true self right away. Whereas people who are still learning, they will be like trial and error, like doing action, if it is not aligning, doing some more action, not aligning. Enlightened beings will also do that, but they will quickly can align with their true self. They will be always be aligned with their true self. There won't be like too much of errors. There may be a bit of error, but mostly negligible. They will be always doing the true self purpose, and the true self purpose once after enlightenment, it will be always for the true self only, not coming from the trauma and conditioning. They can experience a full range of negativity to positivity because they have already discovered all parts of their true self. But however, everything will be for their higher purpose only. So the cause and effect will be is the primary law for every one of us in this world. But by gaining knowledge, what are the laws, how they work, and gaining knowledge, applying that, experiencing that, being tested, and then qualifying the test. Just like that, we have to advance in our journey, and then we can discover our true self completely. And after that, your true self will guide you further. You don't need anyone after that. You just need only the information or some more knowledge to what to do further. Say now, I'm doing YouTube videos. For this, I need to gain knowledge, but my true self will guide me. The will guide me for this purpose. I don't need to ask what to do. What should I do now? Someone else. I don't need to ask someone else. I need to ask my true self what I'm supposed to do now. I'm now talking from the ego perspective, so that people who are spiritually awakening, they can understand, because before the inner merge, we will be acting based on the ego, and after inner merge and that enlightenment also, we will get this ego back, and we will be operating in alignment with our true self. So this is aligned, and before we are trying to align. So this is the difference between before enlightenment or before complete true self realization and after complete true self realization. So whatever it may be, it all comes down to this primary law, cause and effect. And our karmas, the dharmas, the actions, the laws. When we are focusing on this and learning knowledge on all of these concepts, we will automatically advance in our spiritual awakening journey so easily. All that we have to do is like watching videos, studying articles, books, gaining knowledge, applying them, experiencing the effects. If there is any wrong, we have to understand that feedback and make changes and do some other actions, not the same action again. If you do the same action again and again, you will be in that loop forever. The same cause, the same effect. So we have to change that cause so that we can see different effects. It's like in computer science engineering, a different error we will get while we program, then it is some kind of development, because error has changed at least, because something action is changed and we are seeing different effect, at least some improvement. So like that, we have to improve ourselves using our true self guidance. This we have to improve this programming so that we can align with our true self and do the action here. Without this body, without this mind, we are just stillness, pure silence. So we are here to do actions. We are here to think. So that's why we need all these laws. That's how all the entire thing, entire world, this entire the multiple universes, everything is designed here with those laws. And the primary law is cause and effect. I think I've shared what I wanted to share for this video. Um, so thanks for watching. Namaste.